Hi everyone! So I haven't recorded a video in a long time because I've been really busy. My daughter Giselle was born April 7th at 11:07 a.m. So I woke up at 4:09 a.m. and I felt really bad back pain. So I wasn't really sure exactly what it was, and I was feeling the back pain for like the last week before. And I would tell people, but I didn't feel pain in my stomach, so no one really knew what it was. And I told the midwife, and she thought it might be a kidney infection. So, yeah. But I was reading, like, people do sometimes just get labor pains in their back, which turned out that's what it was. So the pain got worse. And that's when I decided to call the midwife. And her two students arrived at my apartment at 8 o'clock. And then, to my surprise, I was already she said I was 7 to 8 centimeters dilated. It was dilated. So then I called my best friend, and she came at like 9. And I got into the birthing pool at like 8:30. And it's all kind of like a daze to me now. I think because there's so much pain that it was like I was like having an out of body experience or something. So I can't really remember a lot what was happening, but eventually they said that um, the labor wasn't progressing, that the baby didn't like the position, so they wanted me to get on my back in the like kind of like a squatting position in the birthing pool. And I think I was so angry because the pain, I just kept on saying no to everything. And then they wanted me to come out of the pool because they said the baby wasn't descending. And I said no again, and then they were like pulling me out. And then, yeah, then I was out of the pool on my back, and then they were about to give me a episiotomy, but then that made me really mad. So I just pushed really hard, and then she came out. So the whole labor lasted like 7 hours. And now I have a beautiful baby girl. Giselle Anastasia. It's her name. And yeah, it's been 2 months since then. It's been pretty hard. She's pretty cranky. The first 2 weeks, she would just sleep most of the time. Like, she would wake up, eat, then fall asleep. And she would eat like every hour. Now she's eating every 2 hours. But she doesn't fall asleep right after she eats. Like, if she's eating, she falls asleep, then I take her off. And then her eyes just open so wide, and then she's awake again. So that started happening around when she was like 3 weeks old. So I just thought she wasn't tired, so I'd play with her, I'd take her out, and she'd just be so cranky and crying. So in the past 3 days, I've been like rocking her after to put her to sleep, so she naps like constantly, and she's not cranky anymore. So I think it's just because she was tired. Because I was also reading that the first 3 months, it's like the babies just are supposed to sleep. Because I was reading something, they were saying how pregnancy should really last 12 months, like ideally, but obviously the baby would be too big to stay in you for 12 months. So the first 3 months you're just supposed to feed them, burp them, sleep, and change them. So I've been doing that. Well, I've been doing that for the most part, but I still go out, so she doesn't really sleep when I go out. Like, she can't, like, there's too much to look at, so she gets distracted. So now I try to just limit my going out just once a day. Like, when I go out, I just go to like the store, or go for a walk, or meet like a friend or something. So I usually spend like the morning and afternoon at home just with her sleeping, and then go for a walk in the evening. And then I get home and well, just today I've been trying to start this new routine, but put her to bed at 7, and she falls asleep at around 8. So putting her to bed, I lay her on the bed, and then I feed her with me laying beside her. eventually she'll fall asleep and then have to lay there for a while so she doesn't wake up when I get up. And then, yeah, I get up and then I can do the dishes, clean, eat, shower, and then go to bed. So, yeah, she's exclusively just breastfed right now. And when she does start to eat, I'm planning on making my own baby food. So, yeah. So right now she's just exclusively breastfed. And she's getting pretty chunky. She's, well, last time I checked at the midwife, she was 10 pounds, 11 ounces, and she was born, that was at 6 weeks, and when she was born, she was 6 pounds, 9 ounces. So she's gaining weight good. And tomorrow is the first, well, not the first, the second doctor's appointment, but the first time she's going to get shots. So I'm scared about that. Because I don't want her to scream and then think that I'm giving her all the pain. So the time went by pretty quickly, the last 2 months. After about like a month, I'd say I was back to my normal, my pre-pregnancy body, minus the stretch marks and the loose skin. But yeah, weight-wise, I gained 30 pounds, but it was all just in my belly. So now I just have loose skin on my stomach, but other than that, everything's normal. Well, it looks normal. Well, it is normal. So yeah, guess I'll show you my stomach. 2 months. Today is June 12th, so 2 months and a couple days. That's loose skin. And the line is still there. But hopefully when the line goes away, the stretch won't look so obvious. So yeah, that's it basically. The last 2 months have been filled with lots of new learning experiences, but overall it's all worth it because now I have Giselle with me. But I am excited for the time to continue to go by really fast. Just, I want her to be 6 months because I heard at 6 months then you're more used to everything. And average, they'll sleep through the night. They'll be able to play with themselves, like, won't be so needy. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And hopefully I can continue making videos until then. Thanks.